Well, thank you. First, I want to thank the committee for the opportunity to provide a few remarks during this opening session to this very important conference. Caterpillar is proud to be a conference sponsor and be able to contribute to the important work being done here this week and around the world on a continuing basis. I'm sure that all of you are eager to attend the various sessions, and it's commendable that we are gathered here to share our knowledge and experience. Caterpillar believes that pavement preservation and recycling are invaluable to the future for both developed nations and emerging nations. When we commit to those techniques and policies that promote pavement preservation and recycling, we are being not only good stewards of the world's resources, but we are also being thoughtful business people. From the standpoint of our role in building and maintaining the global transportation infrastructure, we cannot ignore the opportunities to build long-lasting roads and to maintain or improve roads using fewer resources. And let me add that we must be ever vigilant in finding ways to do our work in less time so interruptions to the movement of people and goods are minimized. The world looks at us not just for what we do, but also how we do it. Are we efficient? Do we work safely in respect for our surroundings? Do we complete the work on time? These are questions that help form the perception of the general public has about us. So we're not just road builders, we're also image builders. At Caterpillar, we feel that pavement preservation and recycling are parts of our commitment to sustainability. In fact, we include sustainability in our vision and mission statements. Our vision is a world in which all people's basic needs, such as shelter, clean water, sanitation, food, and reliable power, are fulfilled in an environmentally sustainable way and by organizations that improve the quality of the environment and the communities where we live and work. Our mission is to enable economic growth through infrastructure and energy development and to provide solutions that support communities and protect the planet. Our strategy is to provide work environments, products, services, and solutions that make productive and efficient use of resources as we strive to achieve our vision. We will apply innovation and technology to improve the sustainability performance of Caterpillar products and services, solutions, and operations. And we believe sustainable progress is made possible by developing better systems that maximize life cycle benefits, by developing better systems that maximize those, and at the same time minimizing economic, social, and environmental costs of ownership. So what are some of those critical success factors that we need to focus on if we're going to achieve these lofty goals? First, we must create an international culture of sustainability that crosses political and economic borders and influences all of our daily work. Significant progress has already been made through standards harmonization. Caterpillar is involved on an international level to develop global standards through the International Standards Organization, or the ISO, and we serve as chair for the Technical Committee for Earth-Moving Machines. Our global standards and regulations team works closely with organizations like the ISO to enhance machine safety standards worldwide, developing consensus standards for visibility, rollover protection structures, braking, and sustainability. Standards harmonization must also include development of easily adaptable and scalable quality control and quality assurance specifications. Caterpillar supports the use of quality control standards such as the International Roughness Index for measurement of ride quality or smoothness. In the past decade, there have been considerable research into the benefits of smooth roads. While there remains a lot of data accumulation to be completed, these research centers have found that there is much more smoothness research than simply enjoying comfortable journey in our vehicles. Put simply, smooth roads last longer. For example, the life cycle of a bituminous structure may be planned for 12 years before some maintenance procedure is required, but if we construct a surface that has very little roughness, that life cycle may extend to 13 or 14 years. Therefore, the life cycle cost per square meter is less, and the taxpayers get better use of their money. Should that not be considered part of pavement preservation? Add to that the benefit less traffic disruption due to longer intervals between maintenance cycles. And finally, the research has proved that fuel consumption is less when vehicles are driven over smooth surfaces that offer less rolling resistance. Think of the reduction in the emissions going into the atmosphere. That fact alone speaks of the urgent need for global smoothness standards. Next, all manufacturers, such as Caterpillar, need to provide input to regulatory agencies to ensure smooth introduction of new technologies. In the United States, Caterpillar and other manufacturers are working with the Federal Highway Administration and various state departments and transportations to develop guidelines for the implementation of what is commonly called intelligent compaction. Those of you involved with the process of full-depth reclamation know that from experience how difficult it can be to find and repair areas of substandard density in the reclaimed base material prior to the paving phase of the project. Soil compactors equipped with mapping and compaction measurement systems appear to be a big part of the solution to this problem. What is left for all of us to jointly decide is whether to write method specifications that mandate the use of machinery equipped with this technology on certain types of projects. In other words, should we use method specifications to force equipment users to purchase the technology, or should we let the users decide on whether they need to use that technology for the end user requirements? Either way, no matter how it gets to the projects, it's clear that new technology is improving every year and is a big part of pavement preservation through the enhanced quality. Advanced guidance systems on equipment, what you may refer to as three-dimensional controls, are another expanding technology that is making significant contributions to sustainability on projects. These state-of-the-art guidance systems have been available for earth-moving products like motor graders, excavators, and track-type tractors for over a decade. Their use on products like asphalt pavers and cold planers is more recent and to date somewhat limited. The use of onboard grade and slope control for asphalt pavers has served us well for years. Three-dimensional screed control may not be adaptable to many projects. Still, having precise control of the placement of costly bituminous material is good business and good environmental stewardship. But where there's even greater place for advancement, off-machine guidance systems is on cold planers. If we more precisely control removal depth, transverse profile, and longitudinal profile, we will have made the paving phase so much simpler and faster. Again, we'll use less fuel, we'll get the job done faster. There are currently equipment users employing three-dimensional control on their cold planers, but this technology is set to take off, and Caterpillar is excited about that prospect. While we're discussing cold planing application, I want to mention advances in technology around cutter bits. Caterpillar has invested in the development and distribution of diamond-tip cutter bits. There is substantial payback in the sustainability benefits when conventional carbide bits are replaced by diamond-tip bits. Diamond-tip bits stay sharp much longer and reduce downtime for cutter bit replacement. What is more important is the fact that sharp bits reduce the drag coefficient and the load on the engine. Working speeds and production increase while fuel consumption actually decreases. These are the kinds of opportunities that we should be looking for to implement our commitment to sustainable operations. With new technology, we have new specifications come with a need for trained and motivated crew members. For years, consumers have asked us at Caterpillar to provide equipment that reduces the possibility of operator errors. We've had discussions about the shortage of skilled operators and how to recruit more people to our industry. A lot of people like you have met with Caterpillar engineering design teams and provided input for future projects. We have listened and tried to supply you with equipment that makes it easy and more comfortable for the operators to do a better job. But let's face it, we still need skilled operators. That's why Caterpillar maintains training centers around the world, and it's gratifying to note that so many owners are taking the training message to heart. Caterpillar continues to train thousands of equipment operators and product support personnel each year. Caterpillar and Cat dealers conduct application seminars on topics ranging from pavement maintenance to asphalt laydown to asphalt compaction. We want to be part of your effort to build higher quality structures with zero rework. There's another aspect to Caterpillar's commitment to sustainability, and that's product stewardship. Our products must represent long-lasting quality in a way that covers the full lifespan of our equipment. This means taking active steps to reduce possible environmental, health, and safety impacts throughout the life of our product. Whenever possible, we keep resources in the value chain through our circular flow of materials, energy, and water. Our focus on developing better manufacturing systems reduces our consumption of resources, maximizes the total life cycle of our products, and reduces the cost of ownership to our customers. What we're doing at CAT is taking the time to view our equipment through a total life cycle lens. That's how we make sustainability progress for our communities, our environment, and the global economy. So let me explain a little bit more about remanufactured and rebuilt products. Caterpillar encourages sustainable business practices through our dedicated remanufacture and rebuild business centers. Through our remanufacturing and rebuilt programs, components and machines are overhauled rather than completely replaced. Because the parts reduces waste and minimizes our consumption of raw materials. This system is where Caterpillar is making some of its greatest contributions to sustainable development and keeping non-renewable resources in circulation for multiple life cycles. Those last few sentences sound familiar to you? They should, because many of you are heavily involved in recycling or repurposing of material that used to be considered waste. Sustainability is an everyday business practice for you. Many of you are in the business of converting worn-out pavement structures into upgraded base material and using the process of full-depth reclamation. You're doing the work in place, getting another life out of material that's already been paid for. You're saving vast amounts of fuel and reducing emissions. Others are involved in cold planing bituminous material and using the recycled asphalt pavement and manufacture of hot mix and warm mix asphalt. You've mastered the art of recycling. Millions of tons are remanufactured each year, and you don't stop there. You are repurposing rubber from old tires, waste shingles, and slag from steel mills. You have all been leaders in the recycling and deserve a lot of credit. So now this brings me back to something I said at the start. You're not just road builders, you're image builders. If the general public fully understood your commitment to building sustainable infrastructure, they'd probably be amazed. Conferences like this don't draw attention of the mass media. We don't have much sex appeal. What we do have is a worthwhile cause. Caterpillar is glad to be part of it. Enjoyed the conference, attend as many sessions as possible. Share your knowledge this week. Thank you for giving me a chance to speak to you.